Hey, what's up, my fellow boxing fans? Let's go to this weekend, where there are a few interesting fights anyway, if not so many, and some potentially interesting fights, I guess. But first one is rather exciting. It's a welterweight showdown between Kerman, Lejarraga, and Avanesyan. Yes, well, of course, Lejarraga is the new welterweight star on the horizon, and right now he's likely the best welterweight in Europe also, so he is the clear favorite. He's a knockout artist, and Avanesyan is not really, and he's already been knocked out once and has 3 losses and 1 draw. Therefore, simply he is the underdog here, while Lejarraga is the favorite. I hope that after this fight that I think Lejarraga will win, and most likely by a stoppage, and he is defending the European title for the second time. You know, he just destroyed 2 really solid welterweights, Bradley Skeet and Frankie Gavin. He stopped Skeet in 2 rounds and Gavin in 4. As I said, Avanesyan has been already, and in his last fight against another very promising European welterweight, Egidijus Kavaliauskas. And I think those two, Kavaliauskas and Lejarraga, will meet, perhaps in their very next fight. But so, as I said, you know, Avanesyan's, of course, his by far best victory was against a shot Shane Mosley. So, you know, I just can't see how he can win. This fight is also in Spain, and so yeah, you know, I think Lejarraga will win by a KO or TKO in the first 6-7 rounds, maybe 8. I'm not sure, but definitely in the first 8 rounds. Yes, that is my pick for that fight. And also Kavaliauskas is also, I believe, fighting. Yeah, that's right. He is also this weekend against Ray Robinson from USA, Philadelphia, I believe. And Kavaliauskas is also the favorite in this fight. And Ray Robinson has already lost 3 times. I don't really know that this guy, Ray Robinson, but he seems to be a rather typical, you know, boxer type, and you know, one of those kinds of Afro-American fighters that are not brawlers, but more like slick boxers. Yes, and I still think that Kavaliauskas is so good and so lethal that he will knock out Robinson. I put down in the 6th round, somewhere around that, I also believe. the knockout will happen. And this fight is in USA, so you know there's additional pressure on Kavaliauskas to win by a KO, because if he doesn't, you know what can happen these days, you know. There have been more than a few questionable decisions going against foreign fighters in the last years. But that's a reality, that's not just me, you know, like being, you know, kind of anti-American. No, that's not, but that's just a fact. So Kavaliauskas is to win by knockout also in the first 6 rounds. And then the new WBC light heavyweight champion Oleksandr Gvozdyk is fighting. This is a rather easy fight, I think, for him. It's his first defense, and he's fighting against Doudou Ngumbu, who is 38 and 8. So this guy Ngumbu does have some experience, but you know, no way can he. No way does he have a chance to win here, of course. And you know, Gvozdyk is just another of this wave of very good, talented European boxers, and he is one to watch out for, definitely. That's all I can say. And looking at the record of Ngumbu, he's only been stopped once so far, but that was in 5 rounds against Najib Muhammadi. And the rest of his fights he fought like guys that were good, but you know, the other losses not so, I mean, but anyway, Gvozdyk wins also most likely by stoppage, because so far he has scored so many impressive knockouts against people like Stevenson and Unieski, Gonzalez and Chilemba and all those guys. So I will be surprised if Ngumbu managed to, you know, last the distance. But it can happen, of course, but who knows. Anything is possible. But I think my prediction is a TKO in the 7th round for Gvozdyk. In those rounds between 6 and 10, definitely. Yes. Okay, then we go back to the other fights. David Price is returning again. I don't know how many more comebacks he can make. I mean, before he realizes that he just can't take a punch. So, you know, but he's fighting a guy that he's supposed to beat. Kash Ali. I don't know nothing. Of course, this guy is really, I don't know where they got him out from, but he's, despite being 15 and 0, I mean, he hasn't fought anybody yet. So most likely this guy is just an easy opponent that looks good on paper, but just like Seferi for Tyson Fury when he had his first comeback fight. I believe that this is the same thing. So Price, if he loses this, so then of course definitely he should retire, and even if he doesn't, how much can he hope to achieve now? He's he's over well over 30 years old as far as I know. So I like the guy. I like him as a fighter, definitely. And yeah, he's 35, pushing 36. So it's always fun to see a guy of his size, height, who is good at, punching, and who is rather good at coordinating his punches, and has rather good punching accuracy. But the great shame is that he has no chin. Otherwise he would be, forget Tyson Fury, he would be, the number one British heavyweight in the world. I think he would have most likely knocked out Fury if he didn't have this great chink in his armor, the chin problem. And he, I think, also seems to have a slight stamina problem, because I don't think any of his fights have gone further than 7 rounds or something like that. 7 or 8, I don't know. But anyway, I think he will stop this guy Ali, most likely. And yeah, just a second, where is my prediction? It's 5th round, I think. Yeah, 5th round, somewhere around that, because after 5th or 6th round he always starts to decline. I know, Price. That's like when he fought Christian Hammer, for instance. He put him down in the 5th round, but he couldn't put him out. So in the next round he just looked tired, and he had nothing left, and then he was stopped in the 7th. So he knows that he should stop this guy as early as possible. But it can also happen earlier, because for all I know, this guy is complete trash, this guy Kash Ali. So yeah. And then there's a rather good fight, a British fight at super welterweight, right? Yeah. And it's between Liam Smith and Sam Eggington, who is coming up from welterweight. Yes, Liam Smith, he's not a hard puncher, but his stoppage wins always came by, a long time of breaking down, or a longer period of breaking down his opponents. He's an accumulation puncher, in other words. And Sam Eggington, he was a rather hard puncher at 147, but I don't know, at 154 he may also be still pretty hard punching, so this may be a good challenge. But also Sam Eggington has lost 5 times already, so, and he has suffered some rather surprising defeats, so but I would like it if he could pull off the upset here, because Liam Smith, I think he got away a little bit against Liam Williams in the first fight. So yeah, Eggington, he knocked out Paul Malignaggi and Frankie Gavin, so he beat Dale Evans. Those are all good wins, no doubt. But Smith is, I guess, a slight step up in class, definitely, and why not? Smith is coming off a loss to Jaime Munguia, and that's no shame, of course. He was knocked out by Saul Alvarez once. That was his only knockout loss so far. So I don't know if Sam Eggington can really stop. I don't think so. So but that's his best chance of winning this fight, I believe, because otherwise Liam Smith is the better, I mean, technically the better boxer, the fighter, and I expect the fight to be rather tough, I mean, rather close and all that, competitive, but I still expect Liam Smith to pull it through, like winning on points. Yeah, so that was that. Okay, well, that's it for now, and I hope, even though this video is a little bit longer, that you will want to watch it, more of you, than the last ones that I put out, because I do it for myself, of course. I do this first and foremost for myself, but of course when somebody sees that something that he has done, a video that he has made, that it hasn't been seen by more people than 5, 6 or 10, it's not a good feeling, right? Okay, see you, bye bye.